If this face looks familiar, that's because it's Officer Peter Merkle from the Metamora, Illinois Police Department. While conducting a complaint compliance investigation, Merkle here called 2 additional units from the sheriff's office to come back him up for some crazy lady wanting an officer complaint form. According to both Sergeant Durst and Officer Merkle, the reason that backup was called is because it was a male and female alone in a filmed police department. Today's video is a follow-up I did with Illinois Tyrant News where we met with Sergeant Garber. Before we do that, let's do a quick little recap of what happened last time. That full video will be down below in the description. Me here conducting business with you. Because the second I asked for a complaint form, you started acting squirrely and you know it.
Well, man, there's a lot of times we don't want to deal with being a male officer or female one-on-one. That just kind of...
That's the reason.
We're in front of a bunch of cameras. You got to set it yourself. What do you guys are afraid of a male and a female?
No,
Are you kidding me?
We're not afraid of anything.
A dude could accuse you of sexual assault.
No, that's very true.
Are you kidding me?
That's very true.
I'm in front. Look, there's a camera right above my head.
I get it, ma'am.
Yeah. So why would he? And then why would he ask me to come back in there then?
What else?
Can I have a pen so I can conduct my business in this
You can
publicly
go home
funded
and get a
building?
pen and
I've
fill
been
it
here for
out.
32 minutes.
Okay, we're done. You need to leave.
Okay, go.
You
Quit
need to
stepping
leave.
up to me.
You need to leave.
Get him away from me now, Sergeant.
Is this door shut?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Just go out. She can
There you go.
hang out in the
I
vestibule.
told you guys to do that, Sergeant. Good thinking.
Okay.
Way to be a leader. Here, I'll even move for you. Sir, are you aware that that police car has been running for a long time? Bye-bye. See? Should have done that a while ago.
Okay.
You know what, though? You have a duty to correct him. And I wasn't trying to say anything bad about your wife. I'm saying to make her proud. And you know why you got into police work, and I hope it's for the right reasons, and I hope you think about it, that I do not have to give ID.
Ma'am, I hope you have a fantastic day.
Hey, I hope you do too, and I hope you really honor your oath, because you didn't today. So they refused to give me a pen. World Accountability Angel here, and we are in Metamora, Illinois, outside the police department. We are here with Illinois Tyrant News. I wonder if that's a police truck. It is October 23rd, 2023 at 11:12 a.m. Oh, good. Just what we needed. Look at that blue line G-string in the truck. Well, did you know we ring the doorbell?
What's that?
Did they let you know we ring the doorbell?
I'm Sergeant Garber with the Metamora Police Department.
Oh, hi. Well, we were here looking for officer complaint forms,
Okay.
FOIA forms. Wanted to tour the lobby, maybe.
What's that?
Maybe check out the lobby.
Okay.
And do you guys have free gun locks?
We do, I believe, still have some. Yeah.
I like
Do
how you
need
look
one?
to the sticker. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can go grab those real quick.
Is the shotgun in that truck locked up?
What's that?
Is the shotgun in that truck
Yes.
locked up?
Yeah. This is our lobby right here. If this is what you want to look at.
Absolutely. Pleasant little place, huh?
What's that?
Pleasant little space.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
This is the smallest lobby I've
Yeah.
ever been in my entire life.
Dude had me from over there, and I slowly backed up all the way to where this chair is. And that's where I couldn't go.
Was this door open when you came in?
Yeah. Yeah, he had me walk right in there and then bitched at me.
Yeah, and there's
How many
no
gun locks do you need?
2, please.
2.
Yep, 1 apiece if that's possible.
Is this a complaint form?
Awesome.
You said officer complaint, right?
Yes, sir.
And then I got one more question. Also, thank you. Do you guys have Narcan by chance?
Do we give it out? We have Narcan,
Yes.
but I don't think we give it out.
Okay.
We only have enough for just our individual officers
Okay.
to have on us for in case of emergency.
Sure. Yeah, I didn't know because some departments have been actually handing it out to the public
Yeah,
now.
unfortunately, we don't have any to give out like that.
Okay.
Now, can you explain this process to me? Do I have to identify myself?
No, you don't have to identify yourself. If you wish to file. We don't actually have a.
We put this body camera.
Yeah, we don't have a slot for. Anonymous right here.
Oh, okay, cool.
You would just check anonymous right there.
Okay, and how would that work? Could I give, say, an email or something for like a means of contact if I wanted to be contacted about the outcome, or if they really needed more
If you
information?
wanted, like, our chief to contact you.
Yeah, but I didn't want to like display it in front of you when I'm handing it in or whatever.
Yeah. You would be able to put like an email or a phone number if you felt comfortable putting a phone number. But yeah, if you wanted like an update on it or anything like that, you could just give an email or something like that.
Okay, now can I ask? I was here before,
Uh-huh.
and I was told that when I was trying to inquire about filing a complaint at that point with Merkle, that pretty much, well, when the deputy from the sheriff's office, when the sergeant from there mentioned it, then Merkle said that it was true, but that he called for backup because I was a female alone with him, and I was right on camera. I was literally in here and in there. Is that common practice here that women are treated that way?
No, so if I believe I spoke with you on the phone.
I think so. Your name sounded familiar.
So if it's in regards to that, I can't say for sure because I wasn't there, right? So I can't say whether he called for it specifically for because you're female. I would highly
Yeah,
doubt
I mean,
that.
he said that. He's the one that said it, and I was actually shocked he admitted that. I don't think that was true.
It is common practice to call for, backup, just to have backup.
But for the reason of me being a female? Because that's
No.
exactly what it was.
Right.
That's what they
I
said
can't
to
say
me.
whether that's
And I filmed
what
it,
he
you know.
Called backup for, but if he felt, for whatever reason that he needed a backup officer, that's what backup's for, right?
Yeah, but do you understand where the reason would kind of lead to some level of discrimination? Because his reasoning, according to them, not according to me, was because it was a male and a female alone, is what it was. And I told him right then, I said, what do you mean? You're on a bunch of cameras. You just told me I was on camera,
Right.
and I saw it.
We all do have body cameras. We have cameras up here. We have cameras everywhere. So for that specific reason, I'm not sure. Like I said, I wasn't there that day. I can't give you a great explanation.
Mm-hmm.
But the only, like I explained to you on the phone, the reason why we would call for backup on a female is if there's another female officer to conduct a search or something like that. But obviously, that didn't happen for that call.
Do you understand, though, why, like,
10-6, go 15, please.
the fact that 2 deputies from the sheriff's office came when I was just inquiring about the complaint stuff, why that would be intimidating to somebody when they're trying to file a complaint? Because by the end of it, I had all 3 of them right here with me, and Merkle, literally, Durst had to tell Merkle to kind of calm down, let's just go, because Merkle was getting so upset, he backed me into this corner, about to cause a big problem for himself, essentially. Right. But do you see where that's intimidating for me, or as just an individual to begin with?
I mean, see that.
And I guess, I don't remember if we discussed this part or not, but he refused to give me a pen to fill out my forms with. Is that something you guys have worked on, or is that common practice here, or?
Why denial of a pen? I mean, I have a pen if you need one.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. It turned into a big thing where out of the 3 of them, nobody would provide one for my complaint or my FOIA. Mm-hmm. And I was told I needed to leave and come back when that made no sense. I mean, you can if you want to, but I didn't want to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I also didn't want him breathing down my neck while I filmed out my forms.
Right,
yeah.
Right. Like I said, I can't. I'm not that officer.
Well, have you guys addressed the issue within the department, I guess? Because Merkle felt, you guys can say, I know you said he was a good officer, whatever, but what he did that day wasn't very showing of that. It didn't show that at all, actually. It was very upsetting that he got so aggressive over nothing, essentially.
Right.
I don't know if it was over my camera or what, but have you guys addressed that at all?
Yes, yeah. I mean, what happened that day was addressed. I mean, we had talks and whatnot. I wasn't involved in that. I was just an officer at the time. So that was before promotion, so I had nothing to do with any of that. But he was talked with by the chief, and the situation was handled.
Okay.
Did you receive any classes? Do you know?
Did we receive what?
Classes or anything? Extra training?
For that, I mean, we receive classes and training all the time.
Well, yeah, but
For that
sometimes when
specific
you do a
reason-
little naughtiness, you got to get a class or 2.
I don't believe there was like any training or something like that.
So he was
before.
just spoken to and.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Well, and if I come to, I mean, honestly, I don't know if I need one or not, but in reality, I do have an actual complaint because normally, like I was here that day doing a compliance check and then it turned into all that.
Mm-hmm.
How would it go about me turning that in?
How would you turn this in?
Yeah.
So you could either turn it into, we have a Monica. She works up front. She's our secretary, I guess you would call it. Maybe.
In the village hall side?
Yep.
Okay.
So you would just walk through that door. You can give it to her, or you can give it to an officer in an envelope that's sealed, or however you want. I mean, you could just give it to her like this. But if it's, let's say you were turning it in regards to that officer you were turning it into. Let's say like right now, if you're turning in, it was a complaint against me. I would suggest probably trying to put it in an envelope. Not that it matters, because
That's
doing
what I
my
wanna
job,
hear.
I'm just going to give it right to chief.
Yeah.
I have nothing against it. I mean,
Right.
if someone's filed a complaint, they want to file a complaint, right?
Sure.
But you can hand it in like an envelope, a sealed envelope, that would go directly to chief. So you can give it to either an officer or sergeant, me, or you can give it to Monica up front.
Okay, that sounds
Awesome.
good. Well, good. I think you answered most of what I had, honestly. Now, do you guys ever provide Narcan to citizens? Do you guys ever get those in and provide them?
No. If anything, our paramedics would, because we're pretty short on Narcan as it is. So what we get in goes directly to, like I said, our officers. I think I have like 2. Each officer has 2 in their cars.
Yeah.
So we don't have an excess amount to give to citizens. But our paramedics might be able to do something like that.
Yeah, I was just curious. Can I address one more thing that I have to address?
Yes, ma'am.
You've been kind enough and everything, but your blue line flag on your hat
Uh-huh.
and your blue line flag on your truck don't belong on public property, and I would like that raised to the chief.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, why would we need to put that on there showing that separation? Even though, you guys say it's for the between good and evil, whatever. It's been abused. Actually, I've been, while turning in complete forms, things like that, or inquiring, I've had a blue line cell phone in my face, with the patch on them, all that, things like that. Why is it not an American flag, maybe?
I mean, we have American flags. I have an American flag hanging in my office too, but
Is there one on your truck or your hat?
no, I don't believe so.
Yeah, just that I would like raised.
There's a lot of people out there that identify that blue line as a gang mentality for you guys.
Gang mentality?
Yes.
For abusive officers, it truly is.
Well, I mean, I feel like you could almost use that as.
I gotta step out of there. Oh, I'm sorry.
I feel like you could almost use that for anything that shows. I mean, the blue line flag doesn't stand for the bad, right? I mean, you're gonna have bad doctors. You're gonna have bad cops. The blue line flag doesn't stand for that. The blue line stands for all police officers. And the bottom would be the bad, and the top would be the good. That's what we're there for. We're there to separate the line between them. So I feel what you're saying because of what the rep has been as of lately with people complaining about blue line flag and it's what's going on in the world right now, right? But
Yeah.
it does not stand for what people are portraying it to be. I get what your frustration might be with it, but unfortunately, just me personally, I mean, as officer I am, I have no look on it as a gang mentality.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the thing is sometimes the bad apples ruin it for everybody, and along with
That's what happens in the media, right?
Yeah.
You see with the media, like I said, explained, there's bad teachers out there. There's good teachers, mostly good. There's mostly good cops. There's some bad cops. There's mostly good doctors. There's some bad doctors. You can go through with any profession, and there's going to be your bad apples. But unfortunately, they ruin it for everyone, all the goods too. So
I like the way you explain it. You're actually right. I agree. I would like to request then, because I know it's kind of unlikely that they will be removed from all your hats and stuff.
well,
Why not embroider an American flag on there as well somewhere on your uniform? And I don't believe I've seen one in your lobby. I'm glad to not see a blue line flag in here. There's been some PD lobbies where I've seen 6 blue line flags and not one American flag, which was
I mean,
concerning.
it is the American flag, just with the blue line between it.
Well, it's 2 very different flags. You know what I mean? Technically, that was their argument that when they try to say, you know, it wasn't desecration of the flag, was, oh, it's a completely different flag. Just happens to kind of be along the same way. So I would like to request for you to ask your chief to add, you know, an American flag somewhere in here. That wouldn't kill them. And, you know, maybe on your vehicles, little sticker, anything, if we're going to be keeping the blue line flag, because why are we not having both if that's the case? You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like, it's not often I walk in and see no America anything. It's just all blue line, which I'm glad, like I said, not to have it out here. But even with the separation of the stuff with Merkle, you know, that shines a terrible light in your department for the, you know, and we can't all be great all the time, but nonetheless, that looks bad. And I would like to see American flags on your uniforms, on your cars, in here definitely first. That's the easiest one. And as soon as your chief's around, I would like him to know that. Is he here today? Is that whose truck's out there?
Yeah, he's here. He's busy with something though.
Yeah, of course, he's hiding from me. Okay, well, I appreciate it. Now, you explained things pretty well, and I appreciate being treated better this time. I mean, the second time I came here, I was just ignored. You know, and obviously somebody was here because the car was on. But I appreciate you, you know, actually speaking your thoughts on the blue line flag. It's always interesting to hear that. Can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
Can you name the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
The 5 elements?
This is a pop quiz.
Okay. Well, we putting me on the spot, huh?
Yeah.
You got speech, religion, press, right to assemble, and right to petition.
Oh, good for you. 5 out of 5. I haven't had many get 5 out of 5. Actually, I believe COs were the only ones so far. I don't think I've had any regular.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was just recently. They knocked them out.
Where was that at?
Grundy County Jail.
Grundy? Okay.
Yeah, I actually did 6 weekends recently for turning in an officer complaint, getting battered, and then they accusing me of battering him. You know,
Okay.
weird shit. But yeah, they did a great job, and so did somebody at the Bureau County Jail.
Good. Well, that's good to hear.
Yep. All right, well, I appreciate your help,
Do
man.
you want this at all?
Yes, I do, for my records.
Okay. Did you need a FOIA request at all, or just that?
You know what? Can I have it for you?
I can give you a FOIA if you like that.
Yeah, I would.
Give me 1 second, okay?
Actually, I think that Bureau County guy got 3 out of 5. Where else was that? I don't remember. Right, and I do not have to identify in that, right?
No.
I-
Double check.
I don't. You've been fair with me, so I'll just tell you.
Well, I know, but I want to make sure that it has on here a anonymous fill out.
You know, it's interesting. I've actually left them on like gum wrappers and napkins and stuff. I like to do that just to test people. But you can totally file them on anything you need to.
I don't think we have a anonymous like box like this one does, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, typically what I do is just kind of cross out the name and then I'll put my email there for where I want it.
I mean,
Is your
that
body
works.
cam rolling?
Is my body cam? Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. That sounds good. Well, I appreciate your help, man, and I appreciate you participating in my quiz. Some people run away from me. Either way, you actually did very well.
Nowhere to run.
Well, you'd be amazed. I had a chief of police run away, and then the records clerk nailed 3 or 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
I was proud of her. I was glad she participated after. But yeah, all right, I thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And you did a good job, man.
Thank you. You have a good day, okay?
You showed a good light after my last experience with Merkle, and I appreciate that. But I definitely would love to see the American flag in here when I come through town next. I will be checking. All right, take care.
Thanks, Alex. Have a good day, man.
Oh, do you know him?
No, I just know it's Alex. I don't call them sergeant or officer very much anymore. I learned their names and I call them by their name.
That's a good idea, though, really. Well, he did a good job, though. He was very
Yeah, he was
thorough.
very nice.
I gave him the First Amendment pop quiz, 5 out of 5, bro.
Really?
Yep, I was
Really?
surprised.
I'm sad I missed that.
Yeah,
I
you-
got locked out.
Oh, did you? You should have knocked.
That's all right. No worries. I continued my video and did a little investigation on the squad car because if you notice all his tires on this side, I've only got a penny of tread on.
Oh, yeah, he's going to have a rough winter.
Yeah.
Hopefully they address that soon.
Right.